Wait for this match. I can't wait. Game 1 is going to be Dry Arabia once more. And here we are. We are inside. Let's take a look at the Sips first. It's going to be Britons against Mayans. So I wasn't too wrong. I wasn't wrong at all, to be honest, on the picks. And before we move on, I will read to you guys what kind of changes this patch introduces for this very two specific civs. Looks like a pause is even gonna help me on doing that. And we have first Brits here being played by Viper on the right side of the map. Not much is different for the Britons in this balance patch. I see here Longbowman trained in 17 seconds instead of 19 seconds. And they do get Heavy Scorpion, Straight Mill Crane, Cannon Galleot, and Elite upgrade. That's what's different for the Brits, played here by Viper on the right side. On the left side, we have BacT playing with the red color. He's gonna be Mayans. Mayans do have a little bit more differences. I will read them out loud for you too. And the differences are Archer bonus becomes minus 10% in feudal, minus 15% in castle, and minus 20% Imperial instead of minus 10, 20, and 30. Mines start with less 20 wood. That's a big change. Then the resources lasts 15% longer instead of 20%. Team bonus change to archers plus 1 line of sight. Elite plumbed archer upgrade costs 1700 food and 1000 wood instead of 500 food, 1000 wood. So these are the changes introduced to these two civs by the balance patch. If you guys want to read the whole list, you just need to type !balance in the chat and you will be linked to a page where you can see for yourself all the changes introduced by this balance patch created by Carlos Ferdinand and John Mendel. And let's talk a little bit about the maps. As we just said before, Viper is here on the right side of the map with blue color and Britons. First thing that I notice is sort of a bad gold here at the front. It's quite far away from his TC, and at the very front too, something the players don't usually like to have. On a good note, he does have a nice wood patch here at the back. Seems very safe to me. Sort of an open map too, to be honest. Viper, as you can see here, he's close to the edge. That's not bad. But the front side of the map seems to be a little bit open, but still closable. Still closable indeed. Let's change into BacT's point of view. He just lost a villager, and that's still on time to call the restart. How did that happen? How can you lose a villager with Loom? I don't understand. Well, anyway, BackT was lucky enough that he lost it just before the 4-minute mark, and that's just the limit. After 4 minutes, you cannot call any restart. So he was lucky here, BackT, calling his only restart, the only restart he has at his disposal. Players only have one restart in this tournament. Keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, I see the hype about that dead villager for BackT. I do wonder, how is that even possible? He's Mayans, he's got Loom, and the board didn't seem to be very far away. I'm really not sure how is that possible. Anyway, it is possible, as you can see. Yeah, I'm not sure too, man. Celius, I'm not sure. I can't explain it. Anyway, guys, you need to forgive me, but I will need to repeat the whole list of changes because these games might get uploaded. Oh, they have 2 restarts. I'm very sorry about that, Philippe Lebon. They have 2 restarts. Very, very sorry. So, guys, I'm very sorry, but I do need to repeat the changes for each civilization because these games will possibly be uploaded for YouTube, and we need to keep our YouTube viewers also up to date. So here we go, guys. This is the first game on the Dry Arabia map. It has been restarted by BacT, and we can see here Viper on the top side of the map with the blue color playing as Brits. And these are the changes for the Britons in the balance patch. Not many, to be honest. We have Longbowman trained in 17 seconds instead of 19 seconds. And the Brits do get Heavy Scorpions, Trade Mill Crane, Cannon Galleon, and the Elite upgrade as well. On the Mayans, that's the Civ being played here on the south of the map with the red color by BacT. The changes are the following. Archer bonus becomes minus 10% feudal, minus 15% castle, minus 20% imperial instead of minus 10, 20, and 30. They start with 20 less wood. The resources last 15% longer instead of 20% longer. The team bonus has been changed to archers, having now +1 line of sight. And the elite plumbed archer upgrade has been increased to 700 food and 1000 wood instead of 500 food and 1000 wood. These are the changes for both civilizations, and as I just said before, if you guys want to have a full list, a complete list of the changes introduced by this balance patch, type in the chat !balance. Anyway, BacT moving in here with this Eagle trying to scalp Viper is good. Good for him to be able to scalp Viper this earlier. If he does see these two boards, he could be able to steal one of them or even both. Doesn't look like he's gonna try to do it. And let's talk a little bit about the maps, as we just did before. Viper here at the top, as just said before, the goal is in a little bit better spot now, sort of backish here at the left side. He does seem to have a more wallable map at the side, not so much at the front. Maybe he will go for a few palisades over here, and he will be able to make his base very safe, bringing in his first boar, perfectly lured, just under his TC. Just as we know him. Something to note, he's only on 3 villagers on wood. Something we don't always see for the Britons here. Switching back to BacT, this time he's not losing a villager. He will manage to bring this villager safely back home. And he's just waiting for this sheep to be completely taken by the villagers. And he will start shooting this boar. There he goes. Perfect board lure for BacT as well. Talking about the maps, BacT has a very close goal to his TC. I like this for him. That's good for him. He does have a nice wood patch here at the back of his TC as well. So not too bad of a map. On the dark side though, the front is also quite open for him. So he might have a little bit of trouble trying to get that area here at the front safe, especially considering that this gold is under a hill. This could be a very good spot for Viper to hit early on into the game. BacT has chosen to get 4 villagers on wood. That's something we see very, very often by the mains, and seems like he's gonna get his second board now. I think this is a little bit too early, but he knows better, of course. Switching back to Viper, see what he's gonna do. Looks like, oh, I see a dead villager there. I'm sorry I missed this, and BacT can see the board, but do keep in mind, guys, that this is also a new introduction from this balance patch. The board has an attack bonus against scouts and against eagles, so players are a lot more reluctant about stealing boards. I think that's what happened here with BacT. He wants to keep the HP on that Eagle Warrior at full HP, of course, because he will probably be drushing, and that's something very important to keep your the HP of your Eagle Warrior as full as possible. Viper getting in now, the second villager. I do wonder, he lost a villager here, that's for sure. You can see here on my spectator overlay as well, that's one dead unit for Viper. So bad start for Viper here. Let's see if BacT can capitalize on this. That's a very big advantage for him already early on into the game. Barracks being dropped down here by BacT, so no big surprise he's gonna be drushing. Looks to me like he already took the 10 gold he needs to be able to make that third militia, luring in a few deer here. That's very close to HTC. Look at that, really good for him. And that's gonna give him a very nice boost, especially if he's gonna try to go for a fast castle after that Drush. That's something that could be risky against a player like Viper, but we will see what is what's his plan gonna be. Viper moving in now with the scout as well. He needs to be careful. He was just running straight into the TC, but he looks like he saw this on time, turned around, and Viper going up already at 8:30 minutes, even after losing a villager. That's good for him. We will try to guess what he will be going for. I don't see anyone on gold. No, he is sending 2 villagers now on gold. I don't see any other military buildings. I don't see a barracks so far. So maybe this is not going to be a man-at-arms rush. That's something that Viper has been doing a lot on this balance patch tournament. Probably just archers, even though I do wonder if with 2 villagers that's really going to be archers. We'll have to wait and see. BackT is now on the way with his Drush, as far as I can see here. There he is, moving in with 3 full HP militia. It seems like he didn't encounter any wolf on the way to Viper's base. He knows exactly where to go and where to hit. He knows that Viper is taking the deer here. He saw this mill before, and that's where he's going to attack first. Let's see how will Viper react to this. His scout lost a little bit of HP here, being attacked by the Eagle Warrior. Viper chooses to go back. He does not want to fight this with the villagers. Immediately walls in his gold, as you can see there, and that's something not so good for Viper. He forgot to make the barracks or something. He's already on feudal age and does not have a barracks, so Viper a little bit distracted here. Let's see what he will go for. With that amount of gold, I think, well, no, considering the amount of wood, I don't think he is going to be able to do archers. I don't know. Let's see, BackT moving into the backside of Viper's base. Looks like he's gonna find this lumber camp. Yes, he will. Will he move in there with the militia too? No, he chooses to stop over here. Viper only has 4 villagers there. This could be a little bit hard for Viper. Let's see what he chooses to do. If Viper's gonna lose the scout, I reckon. No, he moves back with it just on time. Manages to keep it alive. That's something very important when trying to defend against a Drush. And yeah, looks like Viper not going for archers after all. It's gonna be man-at-arms possibly. He's making a few militia already, as you can see. BackT going back and forth here on the wood of Viper. Viper moving away with the scout. This could be dangerous. BackT is gonna need to target one single villager, even though it looks like he's showing a little bit too much respect from Viper. Why didn't he just attack there when the scout wasn't there? I'm not sure what exactly was his plan. Anyway, Viper doesn't feel too threatened about this Drush. He just moves in with his own militia, as you can see. 2 of them here. This is probably gonna be unfortunate for Viper if his wolves have enough line of sight. Lucky for Viper, none of them has enough line of sight to attack the militia, so good thing for Viper going on here. One of them does see, and he's gonna start taking a little bit of the HP of this militia here. Viper's trying to find an opening to BackT's base. I believe BackT thinks he's completely wild, but he's not. I'm not sure. Can you see this hole? Yeah, he's gonna go there and wall it. Will he be on time? That's the question though. Will he be on time? The man-at-arms upgrade is done for Viper. It's done here, as you can see. He will try to get inside here on this bottom side of BackT's base, but I think BackT is gonna make it on time. Or is he? Maybe this, well, even if the scout gets there first, I don't think such a low HP scout is going to be able to stop BackT from walling this wall, but he chooses to go another way. Will he drop anything here? What will he do? BackT, you need to close this fast. You need to close this very fast. Yeah, will he be able? Yes, no! He does not manage to drop the house, and there's 2 man-at-arms there. Even if the scout is low HP, no, Viper does not allow BackT to close this. So his base is completely open here on the downside. BackT tries desperately to drop a market, not able to do that either. So this could be really, really dangerous for BackT. He needs to drop one house here, maybe another one. It's still open right there at the bottom, and now it looks like he is safe for now. Looks like he's very much safe, but whoa, my god, what a heart attack that must have been for BackT when he saw those man-at-arms moving into his base. Viper does manage to get the scout inside, but that scout is on very low HP, so I don't think he's gonna have any problems with it. Do bear in mind, though, that BackT needed to move a lot of villagers to get that wall done, and that's gonna cost him a little bit, I reckon. In the meanwhile, already up to Castle Age, Viper is still a long way along the way behind on the castle each time. He does have a few archers here. Let's see, is there any spot where Viper could potentially try to attack? I don't think so. Looks to me like BackT has managed to pretty much stonewall all around his base. Maybe the left side, no, the left side here could still be in danger, and I don't think BackT wants to lose any time making stonewalls over there, because he does want to drop a castle as soon as possible. There goes down the scout by Viper, so nice snipe here by BackT. Yeah, he needs to be very careful about this. Stonewalls are probably going to be required to make sure he is very much safe. And yeah, looks like even though Viper is not inside his base, BackT wasn't able to get enough stone to get that castle drop. He did need to do loads of stone walls around his base here in the front, here at the left side as well. And looks like he's even trying to go for TCs first. Looks like a castle drop is not in his plans, at least not now. Viper's still trying to go around and find a place to hit. Let's see if he's gonna find anything. As we just said before, the right side of BackT space is only palisaded, so a few archers are very much gonna be able to get inside with no major problem. Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do now, is moving in there to the right side. The men-at-arms just saw that as well. I do wonder why is he attacking the house and not the palisade walls though. BackT knows exactly he needs to react against this. He just dropped a siege workshop, and probably gonna get that on time. And with those few pieces of stonewall, he's gonna keep this side of his base pretty much safe, I reckon, because there's a TC there as well, which will be able to help him defend against these archers from Viper. As far as I can see, it looks like this Drush from BackT wasn't able to do a ton of damage, if any damage at all. Viper does manage to get in, but as we just said before, there's a TC there, just fighting, shooting arrows at the Viper's army, and Viper is again gonna move in. No, I think he knows he cannot just move in. That TC is there, and it can kill these armies from Viper easily with no problem at all. Trying to go back, maybe try to attack from the other side. The other side is also pretty much only palisaded, so this could be a nice place for Viper to hit. Looks like he's not too interested in doing that just yet. Let's take a look at Viper's resources. He will be able to click Castle Age now. There it goes. In the meanwhile, let's take a look at the villagers. Let's take a look at the economy. So BackT already ahead of villagers. As you can see, that's 38 villagers. And do keep in mind that Viper only now clicked Castle Age. So this difference is just gonna increase from now on. Especially because BackT is also on 2 TCs already, as far as I can see. One mangonel has been created there by BackT. This mangonel is gonna work just fine as long as Viper is only on feudal age. But once Viper does get to castle age, that could be dangerous. Sometimes one mangonel is just not enough, especially because we do know that Britain's crossbowmen are able to outrange the mangonels. I do wonder where is this villager from Viper going in. Probably he was gonna try to make a siege workshop on the front, but BackT spots this with this Drush. Yeah, but Viper bringing in now the rest of his army, and that's gonna be just enough to keep that villager alive, as you can see. And yeah, I would be very surprised if this villager is not gonna make a siege workshop over there, just at the front of Viper's base. I'm not sure this is a good idea by BackT, by just opening the walls. He really needs to close it back again, otherwise he could get a very bad surprise here. Viper taking in the hill. BackT fires a nice shot. It doesn't do a lot of damage because Viper was on the hill, and units on the hill do get less damage from units fighting down the hill. That's the Castle Age upgrade done for Viper. Let's see what he's gonna do with this villager. I would be very surprised if that's not a siege workshop. There it is. And these are a lot of archers for BackT. BackT did close this back. He put a tower over there too, to make sure Viper cannot go in through there, at least not yet. Viper making the crossbowman upgrade, nothing new here. Botkin arrow as well, that's the +2 attack, which also gives 1 more range. Yeah, well, Viper would probably, he doesn't seem to have seen the left side of BacT space. BacT now has enough resources to make more stone walls over here at the left side, and he's gonna be safe, without any problem. 2 mangonels. Are this gonna be enough? Are this gonna be enough to fight the army of Viper? Viper just sees this on time, backs away with the men-at-arms, but do keep in mind, crossbowmen from the bridge, they do outrange the mangonels. BacT needs to be very careful with these mangonels. He's able to fire a nice shot over there, takes one of Viper's crossbowmen down, and makes Viper rethink his strategy. He's maybe gonna wait until he's got a mangonel of his own, and only then try to engage. More stone walls, more safety for BacT. Let's take a look at the villagers. That's a very considerable difference here on the villagers. BacT ahead by 17 villagers at this point. That's a whole lot. Viper does need to do a lot of damage, because from now on it's only gonna get worse when it comes to economy, because BacT does have all of his TCs up and running. I would assume, yeah, he does have one of them idle, but it's just because he didn't see it, because he does have the resources to keep all of them running. Viper tries to go through the right side once more, and maybe there he will be able to snipe a few villagers on that wood. Let me see if BacT is gonna see this on time. He still cannot see this. He can see now. He's gonna lose 1 villager. There it goes. Viper still with those 4 men-at-arms as well. Is he bringing in his mangonel? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. BacT now needs to move his mangonels here over to the right side, because otherwise he might be in trouble here. Still trying to get inside through that house, and it looks like he's not gonna have a lot of problem in getting that house destroyed, because also do keep in mind, houses in this balancer patch have lower HP. They have less 150 HP, and they do cost a little bit less too, only 25 wood instead of 30 wood. Anyway, Viper taking in the hill now, and this could be a very nice position for him to attack. BacT bringing in the mangonel as well. Viper starts shooting at this TC. BacT only with 1 mangonel, that's not gonna be enough. Viper does micro this away very nicely. BacT does the same. He needs to garrison a few villagers, otherwise these men-at-arms will be able to take down the mangonel. Saw this just on time. And that's 2 mangonels from Viper, only 1 from BacT. BacT playing this a little bit too ambitious, in my opinion. He does need more army. Looks like he's aiming for a fast Imperial time. Look at his resources. He's not too far away from that, but he still needs to survive until he gets to Imperial. Otherwise, he will be in very big trouble. That's 2 mangonels here. Viper doesn't see one of this. One of the mangonels goes down. The second is on its way. Nice trade here for BacT. That's a 2-for-1. This is the best thing that could happen to him. He manages to kill both mangonels by Viper. Keeps his one alive. He's gonna lose this one maybe, but still fires a nice shot, keeping it alive. Nice job here by BacT, firing more and more and more at Viper's army. Viper has lost a whole lot of units over there, and BacT manages to get his mangonel alive. So really nice job here. He clicks to Imperial Age under 30 minutes. This is a very nice performance by BacT so far, in my opinion. And Viper has not been able to do any major damage in BacT's economy, and that's all he could hope for. If he does manage to get this castle, that would be even better, but I'm not sure if Viper is going to just allow him to do that. Crossbowmen are very close to this castle. They're gonna start shooting. BacT brings in his mangonel. Yeah, Viper needs to go back, because he doesn't know how dangerous this mangonel can be, especially if they are on the hill. BacT always keeping villagers close to that mangonel, making sure it does not go down. I do like this play by BacT a lot. That's a very defensive style of play, there's no doubt about it, but it does seem to be working for him. Let's see if he's gonna manage to keep his economy safe until he reaches Imperial Age. Taking a fast look into Viper's economy, he's on 1, 2, 3 TCs only, as far as I can see. He's not too far away from clicking to Imperial as well. He even passed the number of villagers by BacT here, so I do wonder how was that possible. BacT probably kept a few of his TCs idle. or maybe it's just the 1TC that it's going to Imperial that cost him that villager advantage. But it still feels weird to me that such a big difference has just been lost now. Anyway, look at this barracks. It's gonna be Eagle Warriors, something which you could pretty much expect playing against Britain's player, because we do know that Eagle Warriors have a very strong pierce armor, especially when you get that elite upgrade done. And there he is. That's Imperial H for BacT. He's gonna be clicking that Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade. Here it is. And what's Viper gonna do? I can't imagine that he's gonna stay on archers, because that would be a little bit too dangerous in my opinion. Maybe he's gonna switch into champions. Yeah, I think that's the case. Viper dropping the barracks here, as you can see. That's 4 barracks plus the 5th that he had from before. So this is gonna be champions. There's no doubt about it. There goes a long swordsman upgrade being done by Viper. Handcart only now, and let's see, this is the window of opportunity for BacT. He needs to do a lot of damage into Viper's economy while he still can, because champions are stronger than Eagle Warriors. So if Viper manages to get a decent amount of them, that's gonna start being very hard for BacT to do any damage. Viper manages to close the front of his base, as you can see, with a few walls and a few houses. Still leaves his right side open, and that's where BacT is moving in with this Eagle Warriors as well. BacT doing the El Dorado upgrade, very important upgrade. I like this a lot for BacT. That gives an extra HP to these Eagle Warriors. Viper sees this straight away. He will be sending a few of his longbowmen into that direction as well, just trying to see what was happening here. Yeah, so that's actually a very nice thing by Viper here, walling in BacT's goal that was outside his walls. That's a very, very nice option by Viper here. BacT still trying to search for the spot to attack Viper. As far as I can see, he wasn't able to do a whole lot of damage. He's still running around in circles, and Viper does seem to have enough longbowmen, long swordsman, to fight off this small army of BacT. Attacking that house, not gonna take you very far, man. Is starting to attack the siege workshop over there. Viper is not too concerned about that, of course. I do wonder, does BacT have enough golds in his base? Yeah, he does have 2, so that's something good going for BacT. He has 2 golds, and with millions having longer lasting resources, he's not gonna be bothered about that gold being walled just yet. And there goes a small engagement here. Viper managing to pull this army back from BacT, so BacT was not able to do a whole lot of damage there. Brings in a few more Eagle Warriors, but those long swordsmen looks like they will be enough to just kill all of those units from BacT. BacT probably needs to gather a little bit more army, because Viper is managing to pretty much protect himself with no problem whatsoever. And taking a look at the villagers, the vill advantage is still there for Viper. So from this point on, I think Viper has managed to keep his economy safe while it was dangerous for him, while BacT was because BacT was up to Imperial a little bit earlier. So from now on, I think this can only get better for him. Let's see how he manages to hold this small little raid here from BacT on the front of his side, the front of his base. Making a castle there with only 3 villagers, that's something you don't always see. And still trying to do this. BacT is gonna lose that mangonel now to this 2-handed swordsman. Viper managed to do the upgrade. He will be clicking to champions in no time. I do think I do wonder why he went for arbalest upgrade. Maybe he just thought he had enough crossbowmen to make it worth it to go for that arbalest upgrade. But well, we'll have to see. It doesn't cost too many resources either. And as far as I can see, BacT, yeah, he's still trying to raid here, the backside of Viper's base. Viper manages to close it with one house. Once more, he's gonna be safe with no problem whatsoever. The villager difference is still the same. It's only 2 villagers, so no huge advantage for Viper on that matter. But in my opinion, he is gonna have the stronger army with those champions from the Britons. The castle is up, and BacT finds no place to hit Viper. So maybe this would be the opportunity to switch back into into plumed archers, and I think that's what he's doing. A few plumed archers being created from this castle. He does have a second castle as well. He will need a third one in order to be able to amass enough army on time. And let's see if, yes, almost got enough stone to do that. Viper slowly but surely massing more and more army, as you can see. Viper already, this is really well played by Viper. He's already suspecting that BackT will switch into elite plumed archers, and that's why he's making the elite skirm upgrade already, to make sure he has a nice counter to that strong unit. And he's moving in with a lot of army here. If you take a look at the military score, you can see Viper with 46 units, while BackT only on 17. This is a huge difference, and BackT needs to do something very fast. He's dropping more castles here, and I do like this spot on that hill, giving him a lot of map control. And Viper probably needs to get in some siege as well, and there it goes. That's one trebuchet being moved into the battle. Probably a second one will be coming out of that castle. There it is. There is a second trebuchet coming out of that castle as well. And BackT needs to do something fast. He needs to mass that army very fast. Get a few rams, probably. He does have one of them here. He will need more, though, in my opinion. He will need a lot more in order to be able to fight this army of Viper. That's arbalests, fully upgraded when it comes to attack. He's still missing the armor upgrades, as you can see. Yeah, also the champions, they're still missing the attack upgrades. Viper will probably do that as soon as he can. He dropped a trebuchet here. He's gonna start attacking this castle here, and this is probably gonna be trebuchet on trebuchet war here. BackT is gonna move in with this elite. No, he's not gonna move in. He does acknowledge he does not have enough armor, enough numbers to be able to fight this army off from Viper. That's 3 trebuchets by Viper, only 1 for BackT at this point, but BackT does have the heal advantage when it comes to this trebuchet fight. And Viper is sort of splitting his army, attacking the castle and attacking the trebuchet at the same time. The arbalests do have a lot more range, as you can see. BackT is losing a little bit too much numbers here. He now does have enough range to fight the arbalests from Viper as well. Viper moving in with the champions as well, letting the arbalests at the back, and this probably could be a good fight for BackT. I do like this position for BackT a little bit better. Viper bringing in, though, the champions, and that's distracting BackT's army a little bit too much, and he manages to take down that ram. He manages to take down the trebuchet. That's only one. That was the only one trebuchet for BackT. So now he's down 3-0 when it comes to trebuchets, and he will struggle to keep this castle alive. And do keep in mind, he does need to keep this castle alive because he is doing units out of that castle. He needs to rely on the very strong plumed archer to be able to fight Viper at this point. Looks like he's still missing chemistry. There you go, chemistry being made. Almost done. Viper doing now the unique technology for the Britons. As you can see, he's almost done it. And once he's got it, he's going to have one more extra range on those arbalests. And I don't see BackT desperately trying to repair that castle, but he runs out of stone and he does not have enough gold to buy more stone. And this is looking a little bit bad for BackT here. Viper losing a few too much champions here. Looks like BackT moves away, though. He is afraid of those arbalests from Viper at the back. Yeah, fighting more and more. BackT still managing to keep a whole lot of his army alive, so that's a nice job by BackT so far. In my opinion, he's only missing rams. He needs a lot more rams in order to be able to fight this army from Viper. The only thing that's bad for him is that all of this gold is still pretty much walled, and he can't collect effectively this gold from this TC. There's just not enough space for that. Looks like he's stealing one of the golds from Viper, but Viper has just seen this now, and he will be clearing this in no time. Viper still playing this very cautiously. He does not want to lose that army. He's still playing this very cautiously and waiting for the right moment to attack. Maybe he's waiting for a little bit more trebuchets. Looks like he's gonna bring in some rams of his own. As you can see, he's making the ram upgrade over there. Yeah, he's gonna destroy this TC, as we just said before. That's not gonna be any problem at all for this champions. Champions do destroy buildings at a very fast pace. BackT tries to stop this. He brings in his army of plumbed archers. He's not going to be able to stop it though. And these villagers are doomed. They're going to be dead in no time. Viper massing more and more arbalests. I see more trebuchets here. He does need the rams though. He does need the rams. I think he's still waiting until he's got enough numbers on that matter. But he does need more rams in order to be able to take down this army from BackT with no problem. BackT is still taking the hill here. He's gonna be trying. He's gonna try to fight the army or the trebuchets. What will be going for first? Yep. Right now he's fighting the ram. That's not what he wants to do because Viper does have more range. Do keep that in mind. So while BackT is only fighting the front, BackT can still Viper can still kill a lot of units on this hill because he does have more range. The rams are there. They are doing the job. BackT is not fighting this very efficiently. He's now only trying to snipe off the trebuchets. Was able to take one of them, so that's a good job by him. But losing a lot of units here, as you can see. All this arbalest still doing the job. BackT manages to take down that third trebuchet before his own castle goes down. But Viper still has a lot of rams alive. And BackT once more out of stone, and he can't repair that castle. That castle is only on 1000 HP. That's not too much. Let's see how will he manage to survive from this. He has been able to get destroy those pieces of stone wall by Viper in order to collect that gold a little bit more efficiently. But now comes the ram train here from Viper, and this is where it might get dangerous for BackT. I don't see any chance of BackT keeping that castle alive, and once that castle is done, yeah, no, he still has another one back at home. He was able to buy some more stone, it looks like, trying to block the path for those rams to start destroying that castle. There he is. He's trying to destroy that castle. Viper is BackT desperately trying to fight these rams with those villagers. The rams are there. His own rams are there. He's trying to destroy this champions. Looks like he's doing a nice job. The castle is still up, but the champions from Viper doing the job as well, killing those rams from BackT, and this is getting more and more grim by the second for BackT. That castle is gonna fall. That's no doubt about that. That's too many trebuchets firing down at them, and so is the case from this other castle over here too. And BackT, only good thing going for him here is he still has a lot of plumbed archers here. Look at that army of plumbed archers. He's still moving back, but because he's a little bit afraid of those champions, manages to micro this just nicely, kills all the champions. But Viper's still bringing in a lot of army. Look at those rams, and there's still 4 trebuchets alive. And BackT doesn't seem to have enough resources to do the siege ram upgrade. And after losing yet another castle, BackT calls the GG, giving the 1-0 leading advantage for Viper in this first game, Dry Arabia. Very nice game, very intense, and a very nice victory by Viper there. The Earth Call, I'm very sorry my friend, the players didn't want to have spectators on the game. So unfortunately you guys cannot spectate this, you need to stick with me. I'm very sorry about that, guys. There's nothing I can do about that, that's the player's decision and I can't overrule them on this. That was an amazing game indeed, so intense, so much micro, so many decisions, and incredibly played by Viper once more. Albino Peps, that's what's up, man, that's what's up. Rather watch the stream. I like your thinking, my friend. I like your thinking a lot. Pretty much no delay at all. Rice and Rice England, pretty much no delay at all, so you guys won't miss anything. There's a small Twitch delay that's about 20 seconds if I'm not mistaken, and there's the spectator delay that's 1.5 minutes, so altogether around 2 minutes, I would say. So you guys won't be missing anything, don't you worry. One and a half minutes to go, guys. Get hyped! Get hyped, people! 1.5 minutes to go. This is gonna be the home map of BacT now. We will have to wait and see which one it is. Next game, just about to start, Camembert, or Camembert. In just roughly 30 seconds, we will be into game 2. $20 seconds to go, guys. So let's take a look at this. What do we have here? That's Loch Ness, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. A very ambitious pick here by BacT, I gotta say. Picking a water map versus Viper, that's something some players are afraid of doing. BacT showing here, no sir, not my case. I'm not afraid of playing water against you, Mr. the Viper. So no surprise here, Vikings was the pick for both players, as you can see on my spectator overlay. Down here on the bottom side of my of the stream. And before I go on, as before, I will let you guys know what are the changes introduced by this balance patch on this map and for the Vikings. So here we go. Warships cost minus 10%, 15%, and 20% in feudal castle Imperial instead of 20% in all ages. The team bonus has been changed. The docks cost minus 15% instead of minus 25%. Then we have Berserks and Elite Berserks. Base HP has been increased from 55 to 65 hit points, and Berserker Gang, that's the unique technology, the cost has been reduced to 500 food and 500 gold. Then we also have Longboat's base cost is now 90 wood and 40 gold instead of 100 wood and 50 gold. And the last change, they do get Trade Mill Crane. So these are the changes introduced by the balance patch to this civilization, to the Vikings. And if you guys, once more, want to have a complete list of the changes from this balance patch, do type in the chat !balance, and you will be linked to a list with all the changes that have been introduced by this patch. And let's talk a little bit about the maps first here. I'm right now on the point of view of Viper on the north here with a blue color, and he seems to have a nice map too. Well, sir, no, he has an awful map. Well, I don't know if admins are watching this, but this gold seems a little bit bugged to me. I would call this a bugged gold. I'm not an administrator of this tournament, so if one of the admins is here, maybe he wants to have a word with the players, because for me, this gold is clearly bugged. Viper has pretty much no chance of dropping a mining cap. Maybe he can drop one here, but that's really not efficient, and just seems a little bit unfair for Viper. Just my opinion. Maybe one of the administrators wants to have a word about this. Anyway, dropping the dock is Viper already here. He's gonna have a very nice deep fish here, as you can see, very close to his dock. BackT has just done the same, as you could see by on the spectator dashboard over there. I'm gonna switch into his point of view. BacT bringing in his first board here. He was able to lure a few deer as well. Something, yeah, he still didn't do any loom, so that's good. I thought he had done it, but he didn't do it, so that's very good for him. His gold also not in a very ideal spot here. As you can see, it could be raided by the water once Viper gets to Castle Age, but a lot better than Viper, that's for sure. He can collect it with no problem. It's pretty much a collectible all around the map, as you can see there. Definitely a better map here for BackT. There's no doubt about that. Viper having that gold over there is just awful. He will have to move to another one. I don't know which one will he take. Maybe this one over here, but that's a little bit far away. And every little detail counts when it comes to this perfect build orders that this guy's practice. So let's see how will this play out. This could be also a nice option, a nice chance here for BackT, because he does have a much more favorable map for him. We'll have to wait and see. Both players on roughly the same population. None of them has done the loom, as we would expect from such high-ranking players. Second fishing boat being done by Viper. What about BackT? On the way is his second fishing boat. The third on the way as well. BacT will now be able to scout Viper. He needs to make sure he keeps his scout alive. That's a very important thing. He will know now too where the dock from Viper is. No, he will not. He will try to scout it a little bit more. Yeah, now he knows. That's something very important too. He needs to know where the Viper stock is so that he can attack it as soon as he gets to feudal age. Anyway, Viper manages to click up at the very fast time once more. That's 7:22, 7 minutes 22 seconds. That's an incredibly fast time to go up with. That's a 22 population, as you can see. Just incredible. BackT is gonna go up on one more villager, as you can see. That's one more villager than the Viper, and he's probably got the same amount of fishing boats. There we go. And let's see. Where will Viper go to now? Will he go to that back gold, or which one is he gonna take? It looks that's where he's sending his villagers to. Yeah, he's gonna send them towards here, towards this gold. Well, fair play to Viper. Seems like he didn't complain about this gold, which is clear something that is not in his favor, and something which, in my opinion, wasn't supposed to happen. So fair play to Viper so far. BacT is dropping now the second dock over here. What about Mr. the Viper? He's waiting on a little bit more wood. There it goes. Do keep in mind, as I just said before, docks cost a little bit more wood on this balance patch, and the second one is being made. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to make a third before he gets to feudal age. Doesn't look like he will. What is this house doing here? I'm not sure. Well, it looks like he's just completely giving away that gold. He doesn't care about it anymore. Viper manages to get to feudal age. Let me see. One galley. He's able to do one galley. And there goes the second one as well. The wood for the third dock will still have to wait. We'll still have to wait. Viper doing the bed axe as well. So he does have enough resources for that. He's waiting on the wood. He's about to get it. It's not just yet. What about BacT? Yeah, BacT also still missing the third dock. I do wonder why. He doesn't even have a villager over there. Well, there it goes. Bringing in the villager to make the third dock over here. BackT trying to annoy Viper's villagers with his scout. Viper thought of this, obviously, and he brought in 2 villagers to make sure none of them gets killed by that scout. 2 galleys by Viper here. They will be able to find BackT, but I think BackT is going to be on time with his own 2 galleys, so he's not going to be too bothered about this 2 galleys from Viper. This is not ideal, though. He's getting housed. This is the worst possible time to get housed, especially because we do know Viper was able to get to feudal age faster, so this could be in trouble for BackT here. He's going to be late with his reinforcements. That's a huge mistake by BackT. Let's hope for him that's not going to cost him too much. Only now the other galleys are going to be able to be made. Viper already on 4th, though, or is he? Let me take a look. Yeah, Viper about to get his 3rd one, the 4th one on the way as well. But looks like Viper is not interested in attacking just yet. He wants to make sure he has enough numbers to bring in the most powerful thing about his play. His amazing micro, his amazing galley dancing, and that's where he most of the times wins the battles. Yeah, BackT's still only on 2. That house is gonna cost him a little bit, in my opinion. Let's hope for him it's not gonna cost him too much. He's dropping the 4th dock. What about the Viper? We have 3. Yeah, the 4th dock on the way too, and there's another engagement here. Viper seems like the numbers are the same. BackT manages to get the first galley down by Viper. Good job by BackT here. The numbers were the same. BackT is the one to get the first galley down. Very, very good job by BackT. That's something he needed to get his confidence up as well. And now is Viper the one getting housed? Not ideal for him. The house is about to be done though, so no huge harm is done there. BackT still trying to be annoying with his scout, and I do like this. I do like this, especially when we're having intense micro battles on the other side of the map. Annoying a villager on the opponent's base is often a very nice option. Anyway, let's see this engagement here. Viper bringing in his galleys once more, and the numbers seem rather close. Viper has one of his galleys on very low HP. If BackT manages to click on that one, he could be able to take it down. That's easier said than done, of course. And something going very good for BackT here. He does seem to be the first one to click fletching here. That's the fletching being done by BackT. He's going to be a lot sooner than Viper on that matter. Viper still didn't even click. Does he even have a blacksmith? No, he does not. Finishing it just now. Getting housed once more. This is the chance for BackT. Viper splitting his army. I'm not sure why. He gets one of his galleys killed, and that's a 2-0 advantage here for BackT. Very nice job once more. He does have the upper hand now once more. Snipes another galley there by Viper. Playing amazing so far is BackT over here. He has 3 military advantage at this point. And this could be another good shot by BackT if he concentrates his fire on the right galley. No, he loses one instead, giving Viper a smaller advantage from what it was before, but still being heavily outnumbered is Viper here. That's 15-14 against 9, as you can see my dashboard. And round 2 goes in. Viper has got a little bit more reinforcements here, bringing in the rest of his guys. Why is BackT separating? Why is BackT splitting his army? I'm not sure why is he doing this. He needs to keep his army together, in my opinion. He cannot run the risk of being outnumbered by Viper, and that's what's probably going to happen here. BackT is, what are those galleys doing over there? I'm not sure. Anyway, Viper dancing a little bit with his galleys, trying to find the right one to hit here on BackT. Will he be able to? Nope, BackT microing this very nicely. Well, this is where the sneaky attack could come in handy. No, I thought he would try to find the fishing boats from Viper, so he either gave up on that or he wasn't able to find it. I do wonder, wait, why is he keeping them separated? BackT, you need to keep them together. You need to keep them together, sir. Anyway, BackT housed once more. Taking a look at the military, it looks like Viper was able to catch up on the numbers. That's now 18 military for BackT and 17 for Viper. Viper is the one to move in. Here into BackT. Let's see if he manages to get one of BackT galleys. No, he doesn't. BackT fires back. Doesn't find a hurt galley either. So still very close, guys. A very micro-intense game once more by these both amazing players. Why? I don't know. Why are those? I know they are low HP, but they could still fire. They can still fire arrows. I'm not sure why is he doing this. Anyway, Viper, the first one to fire, he finds one galley of BackT. BackT fires back. manages to get one of the Viper's galleys as well, and BackT is the first one to click the castle age. Nice job here by BackT. I do want to see if he was, if he sold stone. I will check that right away. I just want to see this battle first. BackT finds another galley by Viper. That's gonna be a second one, maybe. No, Viper finds it first, and still a close battle here. BackT leading by 3 units. Now Viper stands still. That's something I don't see too often. Viper just standing still on this fight. I don't know if he's just tired of microing, or if he thinks he does have enough units to win this battle, and does look like he didn't really get the best out of that fight. That's 17 units now for BackT on only 12 for Viper, and this is the perfect moment to check the economies. So BackT didn't sell anything, as you can see. 200 stone for him still. Viper probably sold something because he's only on 58 stone. That's probably what he did. Probably he managed, or no, maybe it's only this stone walls. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, BackT will make it first to Castle Age. That's for sure. No sneaky attack being made on land either. As you could see, I was just checking that right now. Anyway, it looks like the next round is going to happen here. Both players missed his shot, if I'm not mistaken. BackT, the first one to get to Castle Age, as we just said before, is going to be able to take both these galleys down. There he goes. Nice job here by BackT, but so is Viper gonna do the same, as you can see here. Even gonna be able to take down the fishing boats, if I'm not mistaken. BackT chooses to move back. I'm not sure if this is the correct option. I would have assumed he would try to kill the fishing boats by Viper first, and only then run back. This is a fight that BackT can clearly win. He does have more units. He does have the tech advantage here. And Viper moving in the wrong direction, in my opinion. BackT getting closer, very close. He does have the +2 attack already, and this is a huge advantage for BackT. This could be a very good fight for him. There we go. He's killing a lot of units from Viper. That's 20 against 11. It was before, and a very, very nice job here by BackT. He does need to drop down a university, in my opinion, and make ballistics as soon as possible. Viper trying to get the galley upgrade done, but BackT outnumbering Viper by a whole lot right now. Viper was trying to find a spot here to kill the rest of the fishing boats. He's not going to be able to, because BackT has enough units there to stop that small raid from Viper. And that's the GG call. Viper is not going to try it. GG call by Viper. Nice job here by BackT, taking back the series to a 1-1. Really, really well done by BackT. Do keep in mind that this goal by Viper was a huge disadvantage, but still, there's no taking credit away from this awesome performance by BackT here, bringing back the series to a 1-1. Whoa, what a game, guys. What a game.
Lean back and swallow the key to your heart. You're hiding in your shallow skin, and you're never gonna let me in. You've had a parachute on from the start. I know you wanna break your fall, but are you feeling anything at all?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that, Philippe Lebon. That's the first game Viper's lost in this tournament. Is it true? Oh my god. Nice job, BackT. Even more in that case.
I wanna see the stars collide. I wanna see the burning sky inside you. You wear a permanent smile on your face, but you're bleeding from the inside out, and you'll never say what it's about. But I know, yeah I know, yeah I know that it's a lie that you never told me. I guess you saw me all the same.
I'm trying to find here the maps, guys, the list of home maps for the players, so that I can let you guys know which map is going to be played.
Everybody's on their own. I wanna see the stars collide. I wanna see the burning sky inside you and I wanna go.
And only 30 seconds to go, guys. What a close series so far. BackT did awesome in the first game, wasn't able to win it, but then he came back in the second game with an awesome performance on Loch Ness. Just incredible. This guy sure is back in form, back in top form, and I'm very happy for him, since he was just so unlucky with what happened to him on that accident just a few months ago. And here we go. What's gonna be the map? What's gonna be? Okay, that's BOP Desert. BOP Desert. I will remove the fog of war so that you guys can see how this goes. And that's Britons for both players. So looks like BackT following the steps of Viper when it comes to Civ picking here. He's probably gonna find the power of the Brits himself. And Brit War, it's gonna be on this map. That's BOP Desert. We could try to analyze a little bit the maps here. If I'm not mistaken, the big thing for this map is the huge amount of gold that you have on the middle. As you can see, gold here, and more gold, gold everywhere. And this map is hard to close. It's a very hard to wall map. So it encourages aggressive play, something which, in my opinion, could favor Viper, but we never know. We never know. After what I've seen today with these awesome performances by BackT, I'm not sure anymore what to think about this, guys. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the maps here. I'm right now on the point of view of Viper. Here at the south side, he's on the blue. It's got a very nice backwood here. He's very close to STC as well. The gold is in the front, always not ideal. But well, with this map, that's bound to happen. Golds are going to be in the front, and looks like he's done something which is quite common for the Brit player. Only put 5 villagers on the sheep, because the British villagers are able to collect food from the ship a lot faster than all the other civilizations. Fourth one going up to the wood here, so probably a Drush could be an option. We never know. And let's take a look at BackT's map, though. He's got a nice backwood himself here, very close to STC as well. His gold seems to be a lot easier to protect, as you can see, with a few palisades around here and a few palisades here at the front. This gold, this side of the map even, is going to be very well protected. Now, I do fear for this villager. He's going in without loom, and the boar, he's probably gonna take a downhill hit from that boar. No, he doesn't. That's good for him. So now he can come back safely with this villager. Oh wow, and looks like this villager is already gonna try to sort of wall here. Yeah, there he goes. That's the first house being put down there, and that's probably when he's gonna make the wall until the edge of the map over there. Looks like he managed to take the villager back home just safely. Nothing bad happened to him here. Good job by BackT. 13 population for both players. Looks like a Viper here desperately needs to make a house. He's very close. Ooh, he better watch this. Yeah, he saw it. That villager was about to kill that sheep, and he saw it straight away. He gets a house, but only for a split second. That's not going to be a huge deal for him. I don't think that's very bad. And he's obviously going to take the advantage of putting the mill on the let's say on the front side of the berries, because he does have a very nice deer patch over there. That's gonna give him a very nice boost, in my opinion. Looks like Viper taking a look at his exploration. He's still he's not really sure where to look for BackT. He's been pretty much everywhere, only not where BackT is here at the upper left side. And BackT himself, he's more occupied at luring deer at this point. He doesn't seem to be very concerned about finding Viper just yet. Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna... Did he only have one? Where did he bring that deer from? I'm not even sure. Anyway, it looks like now is the time for BackT to go forward and try to find his opponent. I'm gonna go back to Viper, see what is he doing. No, I don't see any barracks being laid down. I see more villagers going into food, more and more villagers going into food. So I'm sort of expecting a fast feudal at no Drush at this point, because no barracks is going to be made, and he even dropped a farm. That's most of the time a sign that the players are not gonna Drush. Oh, okay, this is a little bit dangerous for Viper. He got a few bad hits there from BacT's TC. Manages to keep the scout alive, though. That's good for him. But now he cannot annoy BacT anymore. He's running back with the scout. I'm not sure I like this. Yeah, BacT trying to block the path here by laying a palisade there, but that wasn't just fast enough. Running around, yeah, but now BacT is gonna try to, well, this one more house is gonna be fine. He needs to think fast if he wants to block the scout of Viper. No, he didn't want to do that. Viper still has a free way here on the left side of the base, so that's no problem for Viper. Loom being done for Viper. I'm gonna assume after the loom is done that feudal age button is gonna be clicked and Viper is gonna be the first one to go up. .500 food, just perfectly 500 food, and Viper manages to click up. Only 2 villagers again on the gold, so I'm gonna assume he's gonna repeat what he did on the game before, and that's gonna be a man-at-arms rush at some point. BackT himself, he does have a barracks. Is he doing anything from it? No, he's not. He's gonna click a lot later than Viper for some reason. He's gonna click with 3 more villagers. 3 more villagers for BacT, even a 4th one. He's even doing 1 more villager, and he still didn't do loom. So I do wonder what exactly is his plan here. I'm afraid that this late feudal time is gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him. Well, let's see. He's tried a wall here at the front, and that's what he needs to do. If Viper is indeed gonna go with the... Wait, did he just go without loom? He just went without loom, BacT. That's some ambitious play here by BacT. He's just giving another sign. I'm not afraid of you, Mr. TheViper. I'm just gonna go without loom, because that's the way it is, man. That's the way it is, and I'm not afraid of you. Viper is making the militia, as we just suspected. 2 more to go, and then he will click that man-at-arms upgrade. And only now moving into the deer. I thought he would do this a little bit later, a little bit earlier, I say, but only going now for them. 1 more militia being done by Viper, so apparently he wants to have 4 of them, 4 men-at-arms, and only then he will try to attack. But does he see the walls for BacT? No, he doesn't see them just yet, because by the way, BacT wall this year. I don't think Viper is going to have a chance of attacking with those men-at-arms anywhere. So let's see what exactly is he going to try to do. Maybe this man-at-arms rush will be followed by forward with towers and archers. That's a possibility in my opinion. Let's see how this is going to go. BacT, is he aiming for a fast castle? It does look to me like he is aiming for a fast castle. Look at those resources. That's what they indicate me, but... going fast castle against a player like Viper is a very risky strategy in my opinion. Let's see how will that go for him. If a blacksmith comes down here, yeah, it is. It's a blacksmith. Well, this is going to be a fast castle. Fast castle for BacT. Let's see. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this at all, BacT. This sounds like way too ambitious for him. He's now just gonna try to lay a few stone walls here at the places where Viper tries to get in, and he will do that with no problem because he has villagers very close to that. And when Viper sees this, is this the time where Viper goes forward? Is he gonna go forward with villagers? Doesn't look like, at least not just yet. Not just yet. He is making a second archery range first, but even if he gets those archers out, I don't really see a spot. Yeah, okay, here's a nice spot to hit. He could hit a few villagers here from BacT, but then again, BacT can just run away with those villagers with no problem here. Small victory here for Viper, manages to take down the scout from BacT while losing its own scout though. And BacT, of course, gonna make this very safe here, lay down a few more palisades and make himself very safe. He does have 1 archer already, so he might as well just ungarrison it and start shooting. Well, does he really need a tower? Does he really need a tower if there's no villagers from Viper there? Well, he clearly does not know that. But anyway, he better safe than sorry. BacT laying down a tower over there. He does need to start repairing this. Be aware, BacT, you do need to start repairing this because these men-at-arms are very strong and they will be able to take down that archery range in no time. Yeah, here are the villagers. This is what I was expecting before. Here are the villagers for Viper. Viper gonna drop a tower here, and that's why I wasn't very happy about this tower from BacT, because now he's sort of trapped here. He does not have the chance to drop another tower. Oh, and Viper doing a very nice trick here. He's gonna palisade that. He just tried to get, he just cut that tree down. He's probably gonna palisade it and get his way open. But BacT is smarter than that. BacT is smarter than that. He lays down a house. He makes sure there's no way for Viper to get in here. And BacT so far safe. There's no doubt about this. But this tower by Viper is even better than I thought. Viper has enough range to fight all these farms around here. And the BacT getting pushed down to the walls more and more. And I did say this was a very risky strategy by BacT. Let's see how he manages to do this. Castle H is going to be reached. There it is. That's Castle H by BacT. I'm expecting... Well, no, sorry. He does not have the resources for a crossbowman, because that's something you do need to keep in mind. The price of the crossbowman has been increased in this balance patch. It's a lot more expensive. If I'm not mistaken, 50 more food, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. And Viper is gonna try it again in here, destroying this house, because once more, keep in mind the houses have less HP than in regular AOC. Well, 150 less HP. And he does have archers. He has archers there. He's gonna try to take down those villagers who are trying to build the other houses. And he will be able to, because he does have enough range. And this house about to go down. There he goes. The archers can move in. A lot of pressure here for BacT. BacT, what is he doing with his army? Well, as of now, just trying to keep it safe over there at the right side. And Viper will get in. There's no doubt about this. This house is not even nearly finished. Does BacT have a mangonel coming? Yes, he does. This mangonel could be his salvation. He does need to land a very nice shot here if he wants to keep this pressure back from his base. Now, let's see if that's gonna be the case. Viper is very close. I don't know if he's paying attention to this. Yes, he is. Viper sees it straight away. Tries to surprise BacT with those men-at-arms, but no can do, sir. BacT, very well aware of this, brings back his mangonel to the safety of his TC. Yeah, nice shot there. Nice shot there. Right, BacT manages to take down one of the men-at-arms. But going back with the villagers to the goal. This is not a good idea. Viper is there waiting for you, sir. And BacT, no chance of getting gold as of now. Viper desperately trying to get down that mangonel, doesn't manage to. And that's a nice shot by BacT there. It takes down 4 archers, and a little bit more happening here. Very nice job here by BacT once more. Looks like he will be able to back Viper down from his base, and he will be safe for a little bit longer. In the meanwhile, he's trying to move into Viper's base. Does he even know where Viper is? Let me check the point. No, he does not know. Okay, this is very unfortunate. He does not know where Viper is, so that's why he was searching all along for Viper's base. BacT now needs to fight off these archers with a few villagers. I hope he doesn't shoot at these archers with a mangonel, otherwise he will lose his own villager. And there he goes. There is the pressure gone for BacT. Some nice job here. He does need to find Viper desperately, though. Viper's still a long way from Castle H. Very long way. But then again, he does have enough army back at home to be able to not suffer any big losses from any possible raid from BacT here. Yeah, BacT now trying to mangonel down this tower. I don't see anything there from Viper that could stop him. But he did hurt. He did hurt a lot from this. As you can see, BacT is down by 13 villagers. That's a whole lot, especially this early on into the game. So now this is the time for BacT to do some damage. And he doesn't seem to have the resources for fletching, let alone for crossbowman. So even if Viper got pushed away from his base, the damage is done. The damage is clearly done. Anyway, BacT gets in there. It looks like he found one of Viper's villagers. Yeah, and that's why not having fletching hurts. He does say he is able to get down both of those villagers. He could have done it so much faster, though, if he had that fletching upgrade. Trying to get into the gold, but Viper says, "No, sir, I'm here waiting for you. You will not. No archer GG." Okay. So this is the GG by BacT. A little bit fast, in my opinion. A little bit fast. Oh well, that's how it is. That's how it is. He just calls GG. That's the way it is, boys. Well, Viper did have a very, very high leading villager count, as you can see here. That's 39 against 26, and the economy was so much stronger for Viper. And probably BackT realized he had no chance to come back from this and calls the GG. Little bit fast, in my opinion. I gotta say, was not expecting this.